Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Will It Extract. So Edge, I talk a lot about extractions, specifically for sample preparation, but did you know there's a lot of other kinds of extraction as well? That's right, people extract different stuff too, like spies trying to get information from contacts, people making those fruit and veggie juices, which are disgusting, or what dentists do when your teeth are really bad. One of the more prominent things we extract is million-year-old algae and zooplankton that has been liquefied from intense heat and pressure. It's the stuff that we most commonly known as petroleum. Of course, since it's underground, we have to first get it above ground to use through complex machinery that extracts it from the ground. Once it's above ground, we can use it for energy, plastics, and fuel, to name a few. Where do you come in, Edge? Well, there are a lot of environmental concerns with oil, Edge. One of them being pollution. Through either spills, processing sites, or human error, petroleum can leach into the ground, which needs to be tested. These total petroleum hydrocarbons include hydrocarbons like ORO, or oil range organics, or DRO, which are diesel range organics. When these hydrocarbons enter soil sites, the dirt needs to be tested for contaminants. They need to follow methods such as EPA 3545, which is where you come in, Edge. Once the samples have been extracted, the extracts need to be analyzed by analysis systems like a GC, which is where our special guest comes in later. I never know why I talk about special guests when things are in the title card, but anyways, we need to get a soil sample prepared first for you, Edge, so we'll go ahead and move on to sample prep. And here in front of us, we have everything we needed to prepare our sample for the Edge, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sample holder, the Q cup, disassemble, and to the base, we're going to go ahead and add our inline filtration, which is the Q-disc. Today, we're using our S1 sandwich of Q-discs. The sandwich is of a glass fiber in the middle with two cellulose filters outside. And with that, we'll simply screw together the two components, and then we can go ahead and pour in our soil sample. For a soil sample on the Edge, we generally recommend no more than 30 grams of the soil material. And once the soil sample is inside the Q cup, we can go ahead and insert the Q screen, which is a stainless steel mesh, into the opening. Press down. And then we can go ahead and place the Q cup into the rack. Placing the extraction vial beside of it. And then we'll go ahead and insert the rack into the Edge. Come around front. Simply select our method. Select the position. Press play. And press start. And the Edge is going to go ahead and run for a few minutes, so I'll see you all after that. And now that the Edge has finished its run, we have here our extract. You can see it's nice and clear, thanks to the Q-disc inline filtration we placed in the Q cup. And we have our extracted soil sample. So when looking for any kind of environmental contaminants, especially TPHs for DROs and OROs, the most common analysis technique is by GCFID. And luckily, I'm happy to introduce a GCFID that we have, the Lucidity miniGC. It's a very powerful yet compact GCFID system capable of doing the TPH, DRO, RO analysis. Well, thank you all for joining me for this week's episode of Will It Extract. For more information about the Edge and other CEM products, please visit CEM.com. For more information about the miniGC and other Lucidity products, visit LuciditySystems.com, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Edge, it is kind of weird how the cycle of life of oil works. Like, those living things from millions of years ago are now just combustible sources of energy to make non-living things like cars and buses and planes move. I kind of guess my bones and muscles are a similar concept. I suppose my bones are non-living, making a living thing move. Well, you raise a good point, Edge. Perhaps we're all just vehicles.